Hey, you guys, this is Andrew Winger again, Drew's Recovery. Wanted to shoot a little video out here at the park. Um, Good for the soul across the street from my house. Good area to just hang out. So I just wanted to bring you a little story about this guy I met back in the day when I was using. I was stranded at Quality Dairy. My car had broke down, and this well-dressed, well-groomed man was walking in, and I said, "Hey, man, hey, is there any possible way you can help me with a ride?" I'm probably 16 years. I was driving at the time, so I was 16, 17 years old, give or take. Uh, and so he goes, "Yeah, no problem." So he goes in, comes out, and he goes, "Yeah, jump in the truck." So I jump in the truck, and this guy, right off the bat, before we even get out of the parking lot, he's like, "Hey, man, you know where to get me, you know, crack, heroin?" He just started popping off a bunch of just drugs, and I'm thinking, God, who the hell is this guy? This guy's a cop or what? So he goes, "Hey, listen, man, I'll give you half of whatever I get." I said, "All right, cool, deal." So we ended up getting some. And he's like, "Hey, man, you want to come hang out back?" He seemed like a cool guy. He's like, "You want to come back and hang out at my house?" So I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, man." So we're cruising down the road. We end up pulling into this really high-end neighborhood, and I'm like, "Damn, this guy can't live here." Sure enough, we get down the street, big, beautiful house. Pull in there, and I didn't know who this guy was. I'm like, "What is going on here? This isn't you know, drugs have no walls. You know what I mean? They don't discriminate." So, you know. Anyway, so the reason I said that because you're about to find out because who this guy was. So we get inside, and I'm seeing all these certificates up on the wall. This guy was a surgeon. This guy was a surgeon. He was telling me that he had just recently went through a divorce. Potentially losing his kids, this, that, and the other. So we used, and we talked about a little bit about his life, and he was down on his luck, and he was a surgeon, and had a good job, but other part of his life were falling apart. Financially, he was good, but going through divorce, everything else was just going to hell for him. Thinking back, this is the whole point of the story. Thinking back, I should have told that man to, because I don't know whatever ended up being with this guy, if he got through that, if he OD'd, died, if he made it through. I don't know. God willing, hopefully he made it through and got through it, because he sure started using heavily the 3-4 months that I knew him. But the whole thing of the story is, somebody's going through some bad times, reach out, try to help them out in any way you can, because this guy wasn't a user. Like I said, you got to do years of college to become a freaking a doctor, and he just dumped it all down the drains, because naturally what's going to happen when you become an addict, you're going to end up slowly but surely losing everything. And that's just what happens. You lose everything slowly, but your house, your car, it just, they don't discriminate against anyone. And now more than ever, I mean, this stuff's pouring in through everywhere. But the whole story is about, if somebody's down on their luck, going through divorce, going through this, going through that, it can trigger, the whole mindset of, I just don't care no more, and whatever makes me feel better. So hey, I got a whole bunch of other crazy stories. If you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. Really, it really makes my day. Even if I only get through to 1 or 2 or 5 people, that's freaking awesome. So if you guys like this, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. I'll share some other stories. Thanks.